Okay, this seems like a particularly good day to review the bat filter at the spot against trend and the results because of the fact that we ripped so much on Tuesday. So the first thing you're going to notice is that there weren't that many put spot. Why? Because it was a huge, gigantic trend day, just impaling with with green candles. So on these days, you really want to look for what are people buying this against the trend. But the second thing you also want to make sure that you're doing is finding confluence, right? So that's like more than one order. Otherwise, you're looking at a hedge probably, right? So like if I see, I don't know, Dell with one order, and I dive into it, I might not be that interested. But if I look into Dell and I see two orders, then that might mean somebody knows something, right? And it's bolstered by the fact that on a super bullish day, people were going bearish on that ticker. That's kind of the thought against the. That's kind of thought with the bat trend, the bat filter. The other thing too is you're going to want to make sure that you also filter for calls as well. Just going back between them, like I showed you before, calls and puts, so that you don't see, for example, well, they're also bullish Dell, right? So I haven't looked at this yet. Let's dive into it together. Welcome to the Captain's Log. This is where we're going to review my flow filters together a few times a week, just to get you guys kind of used to how I do it, so you can do it yourself, and then you can stop paying me $10 and go get a yacht. So here, right, I kind of want to look at this Dell. The reason why is because it's coming in at 31K. So I want to look at it here live. Let's look. Now, see, it's showing 57,000 in premium. We're seeing that there was an order at the mid. So let's go investigate that a little bit. Let's see. Are they giving me the premium for this? No. Oh, so since it's older, we can't see like all of them. I hate when they do that. So we've got this order for 31K. I'm going to bet that if I look at the contract timing, they all came in together. So this was like a mid order early in the morning. That's probably when things are a little bit lower. So this one here is the one that I want to look at, which is going to be that 146 put. So we verified that that order was clean that we saw there. This one for the 31K in premium. And we know that we also have an order out there for whatever the remainder of that premium was, that there was on the ticker, 22,000. I'm going to guess that it wasn't a sell of a put to close. And the reason why I'm going to guess it wasn't sell to close is because the open interest is greater than the volume. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ticker. So looking here, right, I see nothing really convincing either way because everything is kind of 50-50 as we look at the flow for Dell, which is a little unusual, right? Given how bullish things are, you'd expect to see some deep out the money contracts that had strong bullishness. So I'm taking note of that, and I'm looking here. I'm seeing 115 puts and 125 puts. The 621s obviously aren't going to come to fruition. When did they put that in? I'm just curious. Yeah, that was a while ago. So this person's just going to sit on an expiring contract, basically. So we're not worried about that. Look at this 115 for 816. Now, this is interesting. Oh, they sold that. Interesting. Okay, so someone sold to open, which would be bullish, right? They sold open 2.8 million in puts on the 14th. So that's not going to do anything that makes us get excited. As I continue to look through, nothing too exciting either way. I'm just looking to see when things came through. That's one thing you're always going to want to do. Here, we see a lot of volume that didn't hold. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and say Dell. I'm not really that interested in. Right, I saw it in the filter. I'm seeing calls greatly outpacing puts here. It's just a random order. Could have been an idiot. Maybe news drops, but probably not. So going back to the bat filter, I'm going to look at this MDB 200 put. I just have a thing for MDB because we made some money with them before. So I'm looking 13K, nothing too exciting, but it is pretty deep outside the money. So let's go ahead and take a look. When does that expire? 7/12. Okay, so they put some time on it as well, which I find interesting. Great. No trades with this filter, of course. So of course, there's no trade with that filter right now. So let's go look really quick at the contracts here. Looky, but we found. Looks like someone sold and they got right back in. Could have been the same. This is someone moving contracts. So look here, you got at 11:20 they sell, and then they come back in. There's a huge dip in the put premium, so I bet they sold it. So let's go hunt them down. Let's go do it together. Just kidding. I'm gonna do it manually. So here, let's see. Was that this guy? No. Well, where's it trading at? 219. Well, there's some garbage in the money put. I'm gonna be so mad. Let's see. Hey, mister, who were you? I'm not seeing anything deep outside the money, so I might have gotten excited for nothing. I just really like the way that looked. I do want to see when this person opened these puts, though. Yeah, 84 years ago. Nothing. 230s. Yeah, nothing deep outside the money except for that 200. So I am going to take note of it as just being so outside the money. But it's not very close. It's just kind of a weird order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a little star by this order just because I kind of want to keep a little eye on MDB. And I'm going to look at these MSTRs, obviously, because there's two of them, right? MSTR 1483. So let's see what we got here. We got 29K, we got 18K. This one came in toward the end of the day. We love things that come in toward the end of the day. They are the best. They bought time on it too. That says to me that's not an idiot whale. So one thing that you're going to want to be looking for is like, are they putting time on the contracts or are they just diving in, right, for like a weekly hedge? I like time. I like when I see them put time on it. Let's have a look-see. One thing I like to make sure too is, because the filter settings are low, of course there's no trade. Let's try this. Last 7 days, what you got? Of course there's not, because historically it won't show me anything that's under 20,000 right now. So again, these are actually things you should be seeing though, right? So when they don't show the order because it was under the filter, I think they have to be like 25K to show retroactively or something like that. I can't remember. But I just go find them individually and look around, see what I see. So here, just taking a look. It's trading at 1475. 600 puts for 7.5 are fairly interesting. I'm sure it's like $2 though, right? It was 417 times 46. 460 times. I'm not even going to embarrass myself by doing that math. Okay, it's 24,000 in premium deep outside the money. Could just be a weird put, but we're putting it in our cap. We got a 700 for 7.5, so I'm going to bet these are the same whale. Okay, let's see what time this came in. I swear if this says no trades found with that filter, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, so baby boy, right? So that's where David marked here is like 6K. It must have been a bunch of little ones adding up or something, but the 7.5, right? This guy buys it 942. So then we go to this guy who buys at, okay, now we're talking a little bit premium. This guy puts in the 29K at 945. What do you know? Chitty chitty bang bang. All right, so we got a couple weird orders coming in for MSTR. Anything decisive yet? No. This 5-put guy is real bold. I'm sure it's like some, I think it's called like an ultra. It's called a synthetic long or something like that. I can't remember. But it's something crazy, something weird. So now we have the two most interesting orders on MSTR that actually stick out. Are both super deep outside the money. Again, it could be anything, but we're going to put this in the maybe. And then we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the chart. I can't talk tonight. Quick look at the chart. So I had to